So I just went to check on my quarry in the deep dark here. And once again, I'm not doing a proper intro. I should be saying, welcome back to Minecraft Feed the Beast. Anyway, it looks like this quarry is almost done, which is what I was hoping for. I moved my Tesseract to solve a problem I was having earlier, so this thing is draining my energy supply, my stored energy, I mean. But anyway, look at this. I'm not quite sure what happened. I think there might be some liquid essence mixed in with the water here, and that's why it looks so crazy. Yeah, here's the old quarry. It was all liquid essence. And here's the new one over here. I poured water in it, but yeah, I'm guessing it hit a pool of liquid essence somewhere over here. But this just looks so crazy. Hopefully it shows up okay in video. What happened to my extra hearts? Did they... Oh, there they are. They showed back up. That is exactly why I've got this Chaos Eyelight of mine turned on, because it has regen on it. Oh, come on, get up there already. I gotta get back into squid form. I'm gonna be drowning. I'm just taking so much damage. I don't know if my armor protects from the damage from the deep dark or not. Nope, I think I chose bat by mistake. Let's actually try that out. So if I come over here where it's dark, I think it is. I've got night vision on so you guys can see better. Yeah, that's hurting me pretty badly. And if I turn my regen on, it's keeping my health about where it's at. Alright. So let's go ahead and head on back home. Takes longer and longer to load every time. And I have a small problem. These wireless redstone devices here, it looks like these transmitters are okay because this is showing that it's enabled. This is another switch I added for the pistons. But notice how this receiver, which says it's on channel 37, doesn't actually do anything. But if I break it, put it back on, and... which one was it? Grinder shield? Huh, it's still not working. Maybe the transmitter's not working either. So if I break the transmitter, put it back down, set it to grinder shield. Okay, now it's working again. No clue why this is not working. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, or if it's a bug with wireless redstone, or maybe some other mod, maybe Project Red, I don't know. Either way, I think I should probably try to get rid of all of these wireless redstone devices for now, replace them with something else. I think these might be working okay. I'm not 100% sure. I did actually make some changes here. I realized that if I stored the compost and wheat in chests instead of barrels, then I would be able to use the inventory full on these gates, because what it's really checking for is if every slot has a stack in it. It doesn't care if the stack has 1 item or 64 or whatever. So you can see it says that the wheat chest is full, even though there would be space for a little bit more wheat. Every slot is occupied. So I've got a little sheep farm going up here to get some wool. You need wool to make... oh, what are they called from Project Red? insulated wires. I'm probably going to need some of those, and maybe these bundled cables as well, if I'm going to be hooking everything up with wires instead of the wireless receivers and transmitters. Over here, I think this is also something I built after I stopped recording, and I don't know why it's got this weird pattern going here, but I originally had some MFR rubber trees here, and I've got it set to just destroy all the logs because I don't have any way of processing those. I don't have any IC2 machinery, and that's the only thing that can handle them as far as I know. So I'm just taking the raw rubber drops instead. And I can turn off night vision now. Don't need it at the moment. Only other solution I could think of to deal with the wireless redstone issue would be to chunk load this area. That might actually fix the problem as well. I should probably try that. Although I'm not sure if I want this stuff to be chunk loaded. Here's something else I didn't show. Batty maintenance shaft. I don't know if I spelled maintenance correctly, but it's just a drawbridge with a single block in it. And you can transform into bat, fly in there, and change the settings on the auto spawner. And why would you want to do that? Well, wither skeletons are one thing that are nice to have. And in order to spawn wither skeletons, I'm pretty sure you do need to set exact copy. Because wither skeletons are just a subtype of skeletons. And actually, to make this thing work, I'm probably going to need to break and replace the wireless transmitter and receiver for this thing. Yeah, it's not working again. I have to switch that up. Okay, got a wither skeleton there. And I'm pretty sure that I will need to break and replace this as well. So you can see we're collecting wither skeletons now, and you can turn off the shield, and I can kill them with my looting sword and get a higher chance of getting good stuff. You could make something like a cleaver if you want wither skulls. Let's actually try turning off spawn exact copy and see what it does. I'm pretty sure it'll spawn regular skeletons in that case. Okay, only flaw with my design is it can be a little hard to reach them sometimes. Let's see, did I get anything? Oh, I got 6 necrotic bones. Wow. That's actually why I have more of these heart canisters now, is finally able to get the necrotic bones. And I've got a very full inventory. I was actually going to go craft something with all that redstone, but you can wait a little bit. So I should stay as a bat while I'm working on this. So let's come in here, turn off spawn exact copy, and try turning it back on, see what it does. I'm pretty sure it'll just spawn regular skeletons. Yeah. And that's the only thing it will spawn, because we're not in the nether. So let's disable that. Oh, and they're actually burning because of the skylight. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. I don't think I'll be spawning skeletons or zombies very often, if ever. Okay, well, let's get our inventory sorted out a bit better here. Send some stuff away. Alright, I'm going to stop recording for now, and I don't really have any specific plans for this episode. So, we'll see how it goes from here. I'm working on getting this stuff replaced with the insulated wires. And I thought I should show how they work. You can see that insulated wires will connect to the regular uninsulated wires. But insulated wires of two different colors will not connect. But you can send a signal for multiple colors through one wire if it's a bundled cable. So what I'm thinking I should do is basically have a bundled cable come over to the back of that control panel. I'll need to make some more. They are a bit expensive. They require 5 insulated wire and 4 string for each one. And basically you just split off the colors from the different wires, and it's all color coded. So blue is going to be the shield, yellow is going to be the grinder control, and I dyed my sheep. I dyed 4 of them red, 4 blue, and 4 yellow, and let the breeder do the rest. And now I've got a giant rainbow of sheep going on here. Expanded the grass a little bit because they were about to eat it all. We'll get some purple here. My inventory is going to be all full of wool. And some moonstone actually hit. It hit right about here. I'm surprised it didn't hit the sheep. That would have been my luck, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's try to... Is there any way I can get my inventory a bit under control here? Maybe. Let's just throw some stuff in there. Gravity gun, since I've got 2, that should go in the toolbox where it belongs. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Okay, that's better. Alright, so I'm definitely going to need a lot more of this bundled cable, maybe. Actually, how many different things am I going to need to hook up here? I've got 2 receivers on different frequencies up there. Kind of hate to make bundled cable to go all the way up here since it is a bit expensive to make. Then there's the problem of how to get it in here. Alright, so I don't have enough orange or purple to make any more cabling. I think I would like to have purple. It stands out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the auto spawner replaced with wires. And I'm going to... No, not that side. I'm going to put a lever on it so that it's disabled. And actually, I think the easiest way would be to just take the safari net. That would definitely be a lot easier. So let's put the safari net here for now. So I can break this and it won't have any ill effects because there's no safari net in there. So let's go ahead and set this tesseract to redstone disabled so it won't get powered by any redstone anywhere. And How do we want to do this? I think the redstone should probably... How should it come in? It'd probably help if I'd made some of the color that I wanted, which is red. Why does that... Oh. Weird. Okay, 12 is probably not enough, but it'll be enough to get us started at least. So we will need some of the uninsulated wires somewhere. The insulated wires cannot transmit redstone power anywhere. Okay, and I do not want those connecting. So, did I have another strip somewhere? I did. Let's go ahead and get that. And I'll put it here. There we go. And now, what would be the best way to do this? Can these be placed on glass? No. Okay. So let's actually go ahead and change out this middle block with a regular one. Just so it's a bit easier to work with, and something's going nuts up there. And I want to do something like this. Okay. Break this block. I'll replace it with a cover. Okay, that's a good start. So let's need some more of those ingots. I have some cooking up on the other side of the base. Normally, I would put stuff in the furnace at the center in the storage room, but this system is just so backed up right now. Well, I guess it could be a lot worse. Oh, well, this chest is pretty full. Okay, so we got a few more cables we can put down here. Let's make it come around like this. And now, how do we want to get down? That could work. There we go. So that's actually all of the red cable that we need. So we just need more of the bundled cable right now. So let's... Oh, this thing is not very bright. Well, let's see. How is that recipe defined? Kind of curious about that. Whoops. How long have I been in cheating mode? Yeah, I don't understand why exactly it's substituting wool if all these are a separate recipe. I don't know. Can we actually get some schematics? That would be nice. 2 paper, 1 lapis. Okay, so let's get 4 paper and 2 lapis. And let's put a couple schematics in here. gonna save this one to this schematic, and here I'm going to get the bundled cable recipe laid out. And I forgot string. Running low on string. I think I had some more in that request table back here. Yeah, a little bit. You can pulverize wool to get string. I should also probably capture a spider and put it into the... I actually don't know what I'm going to call this thing. Huh, that was only enough to make 3. Yeah, I definitely need to go capture a spider. Alright, I think I'm going to stop recording for the moment. I think I've made what I'm trying to do pretty clear. Basically what I need to do here is I need to bring the bundled cable over and then have the individual colors come up where this bottom row of blocks is, where all the transmitters are. And I'm also going to go capture a spider to help get some string. I might have let this get a little bit out of control. Oh well, it's not like they can hurt me. I've got 15 hearts and pretty much the best armor you could have. And that's the... Spiders are pretty much one of the main reasons I put up the shield here. Because they are 1 block tall and can get out. So let's go ahead and get these last 2. Oh, did that guy spawn up there? That's a bit of a problem. Not a huge one. Just putting the finishing touches on this, and I accidentally made a clock with this NOT gate. I was originally thinking that I could just hook it up to the insulated wire, but it seems it does not like that. It cannot connect to the insulated wire directly, so I gotta use a red alloy wire, and I need some strips to block off stuff. So let's go ahead and get those made. Okay, we don't want this connecting. And there is where we need red alloy wire. The only reason I'm choosing to put the NOT gate here is because of the way I've already got things wired up. Okay, so that's working. So at that point, when it gets to here, red is high. So that would turn the auto spawner off. So I believe we are all done here. Whoa. Here's the shield. And grinder enable I tested earlier, but oh, what happened to that piston? What did you do? Oh. Okay. I get it. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I'm gonna fix that and I'll be right back. Okay, that was an easy enough fix. I just replaced the full block with a cover so that the block is not conducting the redstone anymore. Okay, so grinders currently are working. Just hit that switch and they are now disabled like we want. And let's see, what should we put in? Oh, let's put in spiders. I want some more string. So let's go ahead and hit the Safari Net swap. And that did work. That's the purple line, by the way. Let's actually go check that out. Yeah, I don't think I've explained the redstone. This row right here is pretty much the same as it was before. It's got the exposed red alloy wire so it can conduct the signals from the switches and so on. Let me turn one on so you can see. And then we got the insulated wire, which associates that signal with a color. And then it goes into a bundled so that all the colors can be in one cable. And then it splits off where it needs to. Yellow controls the grinders, blue controls the pistons. And I wonder if there's any way I can cover that up. I'll have to look into that. And here, the main reason I switched out of the bundled cable here is to just conserve it because it's expensive. And then I went back and did a bundled cable here. And here it splits off again into red, which controls the auto spawner. And then over here at the purple, it goes to this framed red alloy wire that was here before and controls the Safari net swapper. So you can see the spider Safari nets in there now. And this is something else I'm going to have to figure out how to cover up exactly. I guess that'd be good enough. I believe mobs see microblocks as full blocks, so they'll think this is a solid wall. Although that kind of makes my maintenance hatch useless now. Well, not entirely, I guess. But anyway, let's try turning it on. Shield up so the spiders don't escape. Enable the auto spawner and the grinders. And it'll take a moment for it to decide to do something. There we go, we're spawning spiders. And are the grinders going to work? There we go. We can see string and spider eyes coming in. Where's that skeleton? Did it spawn a spider jockey? Is that what happened? I guess so. Oh, did we get a sheep escape? I think we did. Yeah, I'm not really surprised. Let's go ahead and shear them some more. Collect lots and lots of wool. It's really hard. I actually turned the breeder off because it's getting really hard to shear the sheep. There's so many of them. Yeah, I'm clicking like crazy and it's barely registering any of the clicks. I did turn that breeder off, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think my wool problems are solved. I hope. Okay, and how's my string supply coming along? About 2 stacks. And let's go over and check the mob essence. It's about the same as it was last I looked. Just going down, but very slowly. It's a lot more efficient than I thought it would be. Okay, how the spiders doing? Oh yeah, we are getting spider jockeys. Yeah, we got a couple spawn up there. It's not terrible. It seems like their ability to climb walls makes it a little hard for the conveyor belts to get them. But I'm guessing they will fall in there eventually. They might be pushing each other as well. I'm gonna go in there and kill a few by hand. Don't try this at home. Oh, my inventory's full. Don't mind me, guys. He actually knocked me out. That's funny. Okay, let's go ahead and turn this off for now. Auto spawner disabled. Oh look, there's an invisible spider there. Can you see him? He's right on top of the auto spawner. Can I have screenshot? There we go. Let's try another one. Kind of get all this stuff in all of its glory. There we go. Might use one of those as the thumbnail. I actually forgot to take a screenshot for last episode, so I wonder what I should do about that. Might be able to copy something from the video over it, although it won't look as good. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get those last two guys here. Where are you? Up here. And lots of XP. I actually have something that I want to use XP for, and that's one of the reasons I put this area down here where you can lower the shield and kill them yourself. I have a plan, and it's something that I mentioned a long time ago that I saw in a Direwolf 20 video, but we didn't have it in the mod pack at this time. It's the Ender Quarry, and wow, is this thing expensive. Okay, well that's not a very expensive part. But look at this thing. Magical wood. Requires enchanted books. Lots and lots of enchanted books. And I have a very good plan of how to get those. The rest of the stuff's not too bad. It's just a lot of crafting. Burnt quartz is just smelted quartz blocks. Anyway, next episode might build the Ender Quarry. I don't even know how long I've recorded on this one, so I'm not going to say goodbye just yet. Just made a chest in my storage system for wool. Excessive, maybe. And I'm not sure. I think this might be the best way to use it, or to do that, but I chose to use an Ore Dictionary item sync module. And you drop the item you want in and click add, and wool is registered in the Ore Dictionary as cloth. So now anything that is registered as cloth in the Ore Dictionary should fall into this chest. And I believe the only thing that is wool. Let's see. Huh. Yes, I believe that is true. So we'll fall in there. Probably don't need that much more wool. I don't know. So this is definitely one of the more colorful rooms that we've got, and I still haven't checked how long I've been recording. I should probably go do that. Answer is more than long enough. Definitely been recording a bit too long. So, I'd say we got a fair bit done today. I forget what all exactly I did on video. I've been playing this good portion of the day. It's kind of hard to remember. So, don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Leave a like if you like rainbow colored sheep. I personally think they're a bit too much on the light side. I like darker colors. But I was kind of interested in seeing what would happen with the breeder just breeding sheep randomly. So anyway, eventually all of them will grow their wool back and we'll know what color they are. And I really need to stop getting distracted. Subscribe, like, dislike. Hopefully don't dislike. I would appreciate it if you didn't. Leave a like instead. Or don't. Doesn't matter. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.